Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Super Robot Wars Z2 Hakai Hen. Hooray! You know, I kind of loathe recording these episodes, not for any real particular reason besides their length. That's the only reason. Once I get into the swing of things, it's usually well, once I get into it, it's usually easier for me to go through the entire video that way, but it can be a bit tiring after a little while. Well, I'm trying to record these in advance, so I'm recording several videos one after the other in hopes that I'll be able to keep up with my schedule. And if you're wondering when this specific episode is being recorded, it's being recorded on the on Wednesday, August 26th. So it's being recorded a little bit earlier than I normally would have recorded it, and it's going up a lot earlier too. But it won't be published until, you know, the normal date. Anyway, this intro is kind of long, I suppose. It's longer than other stages. I was going slower at the beginning simply because of the sad music. But like I said, I like to just watch these instead of skip them outright. So I have an idea of what's going on, somewhat. Anyway. It certainly doesn't tell you everything that's going on, but it gives you an idea. And I think one of the main reasons is why it takes so long is because it goes into a scene where you're out on the map, and I thought we were just gonna start fighting from here, but you don't. And look at Simone. He's very depressed looking. No, now he's fine. Hooray! He's not fine. He's still depressed as all heck. And this is why I thought we were just gonna start fighting here, because this looks like the beginning of a stage. And nope, everybody runs away, so we're fine, I guess. And Simone is still depressed. Why is he depressed? Well, I'm sure you guys figured out why he's depressed. If you haven't watched the last episode and just skipped this episode, well, go watch the last episode and find out. I forget what this stage is called, but anyway, to get the SR point in this stage, we're going to have to defeat the R Diagon within 2 turns of its appearance. It appears south of the map if you just considered up north, I suppose. So right where we actually appear right now is actually where the R Diagon actually pops up, around here anyway. So if you want to keep your units here, then do that. I put my units around a little bit. Spread them around so they can attack different units. There's a lot of enemies that do appear on the map, which is why I do that. So if you position your units similarly to how I position them, you should be fine. Well, if they have the same mobility as my units as well. Oh yeah, Holland leaves in the middle of this stage, so if you haven't used Holland, and you haven't gotten him to 50 kills, and you're off by a few kills, then kill the rest of the units in the stage with just Holland. He's gotten 50 kills by this point for me. And I believe Chirico gets his 70 kills here. And Alto will get his 70 kills in the middle route. So I'm actually good to go in terms of kills for secrets. If you aren't, then if you don't have 50 kills with Holland by this point, or are nearing it so you can actually get it within this stage, then you're gonna have to, well, give up on the Holland secret. Chirico, I think you'll be fine. You'll have to go to get all the secrets in this. Well, not all of them, but all the secrets that give you a unit or a specific power up. Then you're gonna have to go the route I'm going to next, because the only way to get Alto's Tornado Pack is to go the Celestial Being route next, and that's the second choice, or it should be the second choice. Overall, the stage is pretty easy, considering the fact that all you have to do is kill the R Diagon within 2 turns after it appears, and if you have a lot of units around it, it's actually pretty easy to do. But yeah, the R Diagon appears a little bit south from where those battleships start out, so if you want, like, keep your units like down in the corner there. But you should be fine overall, because the R Diagon will move to you during its second turn. So I think it goes after wherever AoE is. So you might want to place her near a lot of other units, so you can make use of that. Anyway, overall, the SR point in this stage is pretty easy. You shouldn't have any trouble with it. It's one of the easier SR points. I consider it to be one of the easier SR points. The reason I put what's his face into the battleship is because there's no real reason for me to keep him, because we don't need to defeat the enemies in a certain amount of time, and he's not that upgraded, so there really is no reason for me to use him, because otherwise he'd probably just get shot down. But yeah, as I said, Holland will leave in the middle of this stage, so you don't have the entirety of the stage to grind for kills for Holland. But there is a lot of enemies in this stage, so you can grind for kills for one of your pilots if you want. So at the end, you actually see me upgrade some units that I don't usually upgrade or haven't used. That's because they're either going to go, or those units are going to be usable. So I rather have them a bit upgraded, so when I go to that route, I have a little bit of an easier time. I just thought I should mention that. And regarding the 70+ kills, well, it said Chirico needs 70+, while Alta needs just 70, and Holland needs just 50. So I'd say at least get 71 kills with Chirico, just in case. Well, if you've reached ace 70 kills with Chirico by the time you go to stage 39, I believe, if not a later stage, you have to kill a unit there with Chirico to get the secret. So you should get 71 kills anyway. 70+ kills anyway, I should say. But at this point, you could technically have 70+ kills with Chirico, Alto, and Holland. Well, the required amount of kills with all of those characters. But I wasn't really focusing on getting for kills too much. wasn't a main priority of mine. But if you saw me playing, you saw that I would do it specifically so that, or try to do it specifically so that they could get kills. Chirico and Alto. Alto will be able to get his kills because we're gonna go through a round where there's 3 stages and all we have and the only person we'll need to grind kills for is Alto, and he's pretty close to 70 kills. He's like only 10 off, so I'm not really too worried about it. He has 59 here, so I'm not particularly worried about getting any the kills required. Now the thing is that you're gonna have to make a decision we'll make a choice once we go to the Celestial Being route for Alto. You're gonna have to choose between 2 characters, Ranka or Cheryl. Now this doesn't have any deep impact on the story. The story still goes the same way. Now when you're choosing between Ranka or Cheryl, pick one of them, pick whoever you'd like, but on stage 34, if not a little, or maybe it may have been stage 37. No, it's stage 37 where you have to make this choice again. If not stage a little bit, let's not later, or a little bit before then. But stage 30, on stage 34, you're gonna have to make a decision. Or in the intermission leading to stage 34, you're gonna make a decision. You can choose between Ranka or Cheryl, if I'm remembering correctly. And after you do that, on stage 37, you're gonna have to choose the same person you chose before. So let's say I chose Ranka, I'm gonna have to choose Ranka again. So remember who you pick. Anyway, after you kill a certain amount of enemies, this scene happens and Han leaves. I'm gonna go look at that secret and just give you the right stage numbers for that. Let's see here. Secrets. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, after stage 33, choose a Celestial Being round. In the middle of stage 33, we given an option to on which Procrosco led into Alto's cockpit, Ranka or Cheryl. At the beginning of stage 37, you'll be given another option to it, on which girl Alto asks to sing. Choose the same one as before. Alto must have 70 kills before he enters the Vadra Nest during stage 45. So you have a lot of stages left to get Alto the stage to 70 kills. Now, let's see. Sculptar, TC, ISS. So, we have to complete certain conditions on stage 39. On and by stage 39. The only thing you have to do before stage 39 is have Shirko must have 70 plus kills by the end of the stage. Oh yeah, the art icon appeared. But as you can see, I'm not really too worried about not being able to kill her, I suppose. Actually, I think I was a little bit worried here. If she didn't move up, I would have been a little bit worried. But she does, so that's good. Yeah, I thought Gundam X would have better mobility, but maybe that's because I haven't put enough parts on him to give him that extra mobility boost. But he's a lot more hittable, I guess. He's a lot less mobile than the other units that are like him, I suppose. But then again, he might not be. Like the purpose of that unit might not be to actually dodge stuff. Because Crow can move down here, I move him down here. Or do I? I might not. Oh no, I do. Alright. And for the sake of protecting Simone, I put him in the battleship. No reason not to. Now there is going to be one, what I call battleships. I call the big ships that you lose when you get shut down. I call them battleships. I don't know if that's entirely, I don't know if that's true, but that's what I like to call them anyway. When you take them down, there's going to be one battleship that I'm going to want you guys to use. Well, I'm going to use him a lot more. I'm going to use him like a normal unit. If you're wondering why, it's because he gets a good combination attack with Gurren Lagann later in the game, and so that's the reason why I'm going to be using it. Let's see here, what else was I gonna say? I was gonna mention something else, but I don't recall what. What was I going to mention? Oh yeah, there is another battleship that I like to use in the next game too, because of its combination attacks with Shingetter. I don't believe it actually appears in this game, that specific battleship I'm talking about, so that's unfortunate, but stuff happens. Anyway, I heard something. Alright. I was seeing if my package had arrived, but it hadn't. Usually they're pretty quick on updating that thing on the Amazon website. I thought it would take a while for them to actually, update, saying that it's been put, to your front door. But the second it says on the Amazon website that it's been put on your front door, they pretty much just put it there. Because I recall a time where I just checked on the website, it said it was out in my front door. I looked out the window and there was the truck, the UPS truck, I believe. A UPS truck, not the UPS truck. United Postal Service. Is that what it's called? Or is it Universal Postal Service? I don't know. Who knows? It doesn't look like that beam attack there actually hits anybody, to be honest. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but I assume that's because our Diagon is a lot bigger than the Eagle. Eagle, I forget what it's called. We're about halfway through through this video, and my throat is getting a little dry. I was gonna record an episode of Summon Night today too, but I'm gonna say screw that, and I'm just gonna do that tomorrow. Oh, I think I did mention the package I'm waiting for. The package I'm waiting for is the Super Robot Wars BX package. I want to try that. I want to give that game a shot. It's the first time that I actually bought the Super Robot Wars game. Pretty close to when it actually comes out. I usually wait a few months before I actually get the package, but I saw it was out. I saw that there was a fulfilled by Amazon seller, so I just did that. But anyway, just go all out on our Diagon, and you should take it out just fine. feel a sneeze coming. Oh god, it's that. Oh god, it's... But I'm not sneezing. Oh god. It's like a burning sensation in my nose because I didn't like actually sneeze. I don't really like to sneeze a lot of the time because the sneezes that I make are really loud, tend to surprise people, and they hurt my chest a lot. I don't know if I should get that checked or something, but well, it doesn't hurt a lot, but it does. I do feel some pain down there. Anyway, I don't really use this guy or Baldios a lot in my original playthrough of the game, but considering that they have continuous action, that's like the only reason why I'm going to be using them. But like I said, the stage isn't overly difficult. It isn't difficult at all. So once you take down the art diagon, you can take as much time as you want defeating the rest of the enemies. So like I said, this is a good stage for grinding for kills if you need to. I mean, you guys did see me grind for kills with Alto that one stage, but he did get shot down. Oh yeah, if you're gonna attack with a unit and your unit has 100% chance of getting a hit, make sure you put alert. Like if you're gonna defeat her, because she actually can attack first. So I attacked with Gundamexia, and Gundamexia takes a lot of damage. So something you should watch out for. So she can, when you attack her, she can attack first. She can attack first. I tend to speak a lot faster than normal people, or I tend to speak fast, I should say. There really isn't any reason for that. Just the way I tend to speak a lot of the times. And maybe part of that has to do with the fact that I do have a... When I was younger, my parents spoke Spanish almost exclusively. They speak a lot more English now, but they pretty much spoke Spanish exclusively there. So perhaps from when I heard them speaking, I tend to want to speak in the same amount of I guess I spoke faster to imitate them, I suppose. Something like that, I think. I think it's like a not weird thing. It's oftentimes that people, when they hear like a native Spanish speaker or a fluent Spanish speaker, they tend to comment on how fast he speaks, but really they don't speak any faster than a normal English speaker because of the way the words work and the grammar structure of the sentences work. They have to say a lot more things. So to say the same sentence, it often ends if two people were having the same conversation or saying the exact same sentence, one in English and one in Spanish, it would actually be the same. It would actually take the same amount of time to say both sentences in both languages. Like no language is actually more efficient than the other because I believe like reading English and reading Japanese, I forget how exactly it was. I watched like like a documentary or something like on this, and it takes about the same amount of time to read and understand both languages. For a native, speaker of a language, it takes about the same amount of time to read and comprehend both. To read an English sentence as it does to read a Japanese sentence, which is interesting, because that means that there's sort of like a set. I don't know how to exactly put it, but it kind of means that the way we created languages is not for like. It's like we followed some sort of guidelines for creating a language, and that's kind of interesting. I actually like the song a lot, so I think I'm gonna give the units like Gundam Zeta Gundam, I should say, this song here instead of the Gurren Lagann theme. I don't do it in this episode, but I'll probably do it in the next episode if I remember correctly. So, because I actually do like this song. It's a good song, or theme, I should say. But I don't give it to any of the units on this stage, unfortunately. I kind of want to listen to it a lot longer, which is why I'm just see each thing, or just not doing anything for a little while. And I try to skip the animation to actually listen to the song, but no, the game slaps me in the face and says no. Anyway, that battleship down there is the one I'm talking about that I'm gonna use. So. I'll use actively, like actually move in along with the other units. Anyway, if you might have saw this unit before, except that it was blue. Dayaka was piloting it before, now it's Yoko. Dayaka is one of the guys piloting the battleship now. So, and he also has 2 support attacks, so I think that's good. And he has Invis and Alert, so I think he'd be a good battleship. I don't show off his ultimate move because I don't think I ever had a chance to do so, because it doesn't work against flying enemies. So I may eventually just give him the flying part actually, instead of Scope Dog there. Let's look at this. Whee! Love this. Do you think it's over? Nope. I love this unit. Look at this. Woohoo! Could that be classified as a roundhouse kick? I'm gonna call it a roundhouse kick just to make myself feel good. I love that. Abayo essentially means like goodbye, and I found that kind of funny. It's like, shit. Bye! I think Shikso, or whatever they said. I said that completely wrong, by the way. I know I did. Pronounced it completely wrong and said it completely wrong. But what they said when they died is, like, it's either damn or something like that. Some, like, curse word, I suppose. I don't view damn as a curse word at all, but some people do. So I suppose I'll also call it one. And continuous action really is helpful. What do you think, guys? Well, let's kind of hard to think about things to talk about for videos this long. That's the main issue. Main issue, really. Because I've talked about the overall strategy, and we've already done what we needed to do here, and everything else is just kill everything. But I like to at least stay until the end of the stage, at least. I suppose I could talk about like the state of, not the state of my channel, but how much views each video is getting a while after it comes out. It's not getting a lot, mind you, but it's a lot for me. I noticed a lot of my videos recently have been getting a decent amount of, well, not a decent amount of views. I'd call it a decent amount of views compared to a lot earlier in the year when I would upload a video and it would barely get any. So I'm happy with that. It's nice to know that people are at least looking at my videos. And that's a lot of motivation for me to continue to do what I do. Anyway, Alto has 60 kills now. I think Chirk already got his 70 kills, right? If not, he's gonna get it soon. And let me look up what exactly it does. Let's see here. His bonuses for Crow. It gives him 25 plus 25% money, damage under 10% with morals over 130. Morale, armor troop totems for Chirco Cuve. Weapon power plus 300 when morale is over 130, so Jericho just gets stronger. I suppose I'll say what Setsunov says is deal damage, deal 1.5 times damage to units with solar furnaces and Gundam type units. So he'll do a lot more damage to units from his series and to units to enemy Gundams as well. So, hooray! Oh yeah, I'm also glad a lot of people are actually watching my Super Wars videos. I say a lot, but the guy, anybody watching this video would know what a lot is for me, and that's like 15 views. 15 views a video. I'd say that's pretty good. Sure, they'll get more as time goes on, but after a few days they come out 15 views for me on a video. It's a lot. Might not be a lot like going by like YouTube standards or other popular YouTuber standards, but for me that's a lot. That's like it's 15 to 20 people. Yeah, that's a lot of people. That's somebody watching my videos at least, and I do. Gives me a little boost in morale myself when I see that. And oh, guess what? I miss here. Hooray! The power of missing. Now, is there anything else I need to mention? Does any mech have any specific abilities that I need to mention? Oh. Oh yeah. Don't be afraid to upgrade Scope Dog. When we get the new unit on stage 39 for him, the secret, he will actually whatchamacallit, the upgrades will carry over. If you upgraded Lancelot at all during the stages we had him, the upgrades will be refunded, so you'll get that money back because he won't come back and join us. the Gecko Go upgrade, if you upgraded the Gecko Go, its upgrades will be refunded to you on stage 49, which is the stage right before the last stage, so something. Wait a minute. What? The reason I'm saying what is because on the wiki it says that Alto's units upgrades carry over to a BF-27 Lucifer, which doesn't make much sense because that isn't a unit that maybe Alto can pilot it. I don't think he can, but it's piloted by Stern, which is like, and Alto doesn't like get this unit at all during this. I don't know why it says that. Maybe I don't know if Barrera Stern actually joins you in this game, but if he does, I guess he gets the same amount of recruits that Alto had for some reason. Who knows why that happens. Yeah. Doesn't know there's any other really big units that I need to talk about. Or is there? Well, the team attacks, I suppose we'll talk about who eventually gets team attacks. The Ptolemaios, it looks like is what the Gundam battleship is called. Plus Gundam Exia and the Ptolemaios and Gundam Dynamis both have a combination attack with, they both have a combination attack. They do the same thing, I believe, it's called GN Arms, and it's a map attack, so it isn't attack animation extra C. Gurren and Logan had a combination attack called Cannibal Attack. Double Brad attack between Trider G7 and Zambot 3, an unbeatable combination between Trider G7, Daitarn 3, and Zambot 3. Combination itself between Infinite Justice Gundam and Strike Freedom Gundam, which we saw already, and this is a combination attack which we haven't seen yet, so I won't be spoiling it because we won't see it just yet. I believe we'll get it near the end of the game, and unfortunately it doesn't transfer to Hakai Hen. It's not a move that we have there. And there we go. Churko gets his 70 plus kills. Well, his 70 kills, not 70 plus kills. But I'm going to assume we don't need to worry about Churko anymore. Besides, after this stage, we're gonna part ways with Churko, so we won't exactly see him for. Actually, we won't see him for 3 stages. So yeah. I kind of don't like it when some secrets are route specific, because this secret for the tornado pack, while not necessary, is it's not necessary at all, but you can only get it if you go on the 2nd stage. So if you wanted it on another playthrough, you can't get it on like every single playthrough, which is unfortunate. I would have preferred it if they did something like with UX, where if you had gotten a secret. There's some secrets that don't change much, so they're route specific. Like they give their slight upgrade to 1 unit. By a slight upgrade, it only increases the stats by 5, so it isn't anything too big. And one's just a costume change. In UX, those were the 2 secrets that you couldn't get on every single playthrough, but they were minor and didn't change much. The thing is though, is that once you get a secret, it stays acquired across all playthroughs. Now you can't complete the prerequisites in 1 playthrough. Like you have to do, when you start a new playthrough, you have to do all the prerequisites all over again if you didn't get the secret on the first playthrough. So you do have to do the entirety of the secret to get it on all playthroughs, but once you get a secret, it stays acquired, so you can focus on another secret if you weren't able to get it in your first playthrough of the game. All the secrets for BX aren't out yet. Well, some secrets are out, but they're on a Japanese website, and I could painstakingly translate each of those things, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to translate them correctly. Meh. Anyway, we're done with the stage. There really isn't much else for me to talk about right now. So, I'll see you guys again next time, whenever that is. Bye.